I ngā korokoro tui, i ngā Kaka tarahei, tēnā koutou katoa. Ko mihi au ki ngā tangata whenua, ko rangi nui e tūnei, ko papatua nuku tēnei kōrua. Ki te maunga o matarangi ki te mihi, ki te moana o raukawa ki te mihi. E mihi ana ki te mana whenua a te Atiawa ki te mihi, ki te mihi, ki te mihi. Ko Maggie Ford tuku ingoa. I stand in this place today and acknowledge the ground beneath us, the sky above us, the mountains, the sea, and the home people. As mana whenua, I connect myself with you by telling you my mountain, my sea, my river. These places make up who I am. I was once told that tangata whenua is anyone who feels they have been shaped by this land. Take a moment and think around how Aotearoa has shaped you. Aotearoa is made up of some of the most beautiful and remote places in the world. These are our taonga, and they make up who we are, part of our identity as Kiwis. The Department of Conservation managed many of these taonga that last year over 5.5 million domestic and international visitors travelled to. And every single one of those people, at some point in time on their journey, would have needed to poo. The number of people using toilets, going in the bush, and sometimes even in the middle of the track is growing. And as the largest public toilet provider in Aotearoa, DOC need to have the confidence that our existing systems and any new ones we're installing not only meet that growing demand, but also meet the needs of mana whenua and the unique environments that are our taonga places. We think Kaka. We've been brought together by DOC to look at how we can more effectively and efficiently manage human waste on public conservation land. The diversity of skills in our team represents the complexity of the problem that we're going to solve here today. We've shone a light down DOC's darkest and smelliest hole, talking to rangers, scientists, planners, senior leadership, and looking at our current tools and systems for waste management across the country. We've uncovered that no one person or system could articulate the complexity of waste nationally or the scale that we've got. We've also uncovered that there's no one technical solution that meets the needs of both the whenua and the people for the diversity of our taonga places. Anyone with a Netflix subscription would have seen that Bill Gates has spent 6 years and $200 million trying to come up with a technical solution to sanitation problems, and he still hasn't cracked it. We've uncovered that the biggest issues that DOC faces with waste management are a lack of national approach to how we manage waste, we lack the internal wastewater expertise, and we've got competing organisational priorities that often see wastewater pushed into the background. So what does this mean? It means that managing human waste on public conservation land is really challenging. And growing visitor numbers just adds further pressure to what we are already struggling with. DOC not meeting this challenge means that we are not effectively meeting the needs of our taonga places or the expectations of New Zealanders and our visitors. So where do we start? What do we do? We've got to know what we have and what good looks like for DOC. We want to introduce a new way for our staff to plan for and manage human waste on public conservation land, one that reflects what's really important to all New Zealanders. We've approached this by developing a framework based on the 4 pillars of sustainability, ensuring that we understand the environmental, social, cultural, and economic needs of our taonga places. Nature Calls will provide a certification tool that will streamline how we manage waste nationally. There's 2 key parts to it. Firstly, a site assessment that takes into account the 4 pillars, analyses data across them, and ensure we truly understand the needs at place. And secondly, a series of approved inventory for wastewater solutions that are appropriate for our taonga places. Think of it like online shopping. We know the needs at place, and we can match it with the approved solutions. Only the solutions that meet or exceed the needs at place are put forward for further development. Nature Calls will provide DOC by delivering value by providing a sustainable decision-making framework for how we manage waste. It will also ensure that our organisational priorities, like lowering our carbon emissions, are integral to our decision-making processes. Nature Calls will provide a consistent assessment criteria by which we can assess our existing infrastructure to inform a national picture of what our wastewater systems look like. This national picture will ensure that we can prioritise our investment by knowing where we are and where we aren't meeting our standards. It will also enable DOC to be able to articulate our needs so that we can be more strategic about our procurement practices, but also so that we can have the right conversations with industry and suppliers to meet our needs with innovative design. Nature Calls will give DOC, our treaty partner, and New Zealanders the confidence that we are installing the right infrastructure at the right place. Nature Calls has much wider applications than just DOC, though, and our waste management. Internally, a framework based on sustainable decision-making can be applied across a number of our work streams. And externally, well, we know local government are facing the exact same challenges with growing tourism pressures. And a framework based on what New Zealanders really value isn't limited to just DOC. DOC are willing to lead in this space, but we don't want to do it alone when the applications are so much further than just us. The next steps for this project are to pull together a team to further design and develop Nature Calls. This will be no small feat. Designing a framework based on the 4 pillars of sustainability is going to take significant investment and will require a multidisciplinary team representing each of those 4 pillars. As New Zealanders, our taonga, our natural places and landscapes are central to our identity as Kiwis. Both DOC and New Zealand don't have a choice but to tackle this problem and reduce our impact on the places that we live and play in. He waka eke noa. We all create it. We are all in this waka together. So let's all work together and respond to nature's call to protect our taonga places. Thank you.